Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Blackbird. Now this is a TV show that I watched, and yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Blackbird is based on a book, I'm pretty sure, titled In With the Devil, a Fallen Hero, a Serial Killer, and a Dangerous Bargain for Redemption by James Keane and Hetal Levin. And it's developed by Dennis Lehane, music by Mark Y. Number of episodes, there were 6 episodes. Executive producers are Taron Egerton, James Keane, Michael R. Roskam, Dan Friedkin, Ryan Friedkin, Katie Anthos, Scott Lambert, Alexandra Milken, and Bradley Thomas, and Richard Plemper and Dennis Lehane. Cinematography from Natalie Kingston. Editors are Rob Boynes and Jonathan Alberts. Runtimes around 54 to 60 minutes an episode. Production companies is EMGAG, EMJAG, Productions, Imperative Entertainment, Eden Productions, Crime Story, and Hans Bubby. Distributed by Apple Inc. and original network is Apple TV. Apple TV Plus. And original release date was the 8th of July 2022 to the 5th of August 2022. So the genre of the show is a crime drama, a mystery, and a thriller. The rating of this in New Zealand, it's an R16, and the US is a TVMA. Plot. Jimmy Keane was a promising young football star who failed to impress the college football. He turned to a life of crime dealing narcotics until he was arrested as part of a wider sting called Operation Snowplow. He accepted a plea deal, which he believed to be 5 years, releasing with parole after 4 years. However, in addition to his drug dealing, he was charged with possession of a number of illegally held firearms, and he was sentenced to 10 years without parole. Given his natural charming personality and a gift for talking, he was offered an opportunity for a commuted sentence for federal authorities. This is the story of the dangerous deal he was offered and what happened next. Yeah. So starring Taron Egerton as James Keane, Paul Walter Hauser as Larry Hall, Stephen Timofani as Lauren Macaulay, Greg Kinnear as Brian Miller, and rest in peace, Ray Liotta as James Big Jim Keane. Production. The series was announced in January 2021, with Taron Egerton and Paul Walter Hauser cast to star. Ray Liotta would be added to the cast in March, with Greg Kinnear and Stephanie Murphy joining the next month. The 6-episode limited series premiered on the 8th of July 2022 on Apple TV Plus. Production for the series began in New Orleans in April 2021. Reception. The review aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes reported a 98% approval rating with an average rating of an 8.2 based on 66 critic reviews. The website's critics' consensus reads, Dennis Lehane's penchant for authentic grit is on full display in Blackbird, an absorbing prison drama distinguished in its moral complexity and elevated by an outstanding ensemble. Metacritic produces a weighted average assigned a score out of an 80 out of 100 based on 29 critics, indicating universal acclaimed. Mike Hale of the New York Times stated, despite the imbalance in the dramatic weight, Blackbird is mostly engaging, is on screen a lot, and the production has a hushed quality with occasional expressionistic touches that is reminiscent of David Fincher's Crime Stories. it's at its best in the fourth episode, directed by Jim McKay. Our song Egerton is Taron Egerton is more relaxed and Hauser even sharper than usual, and their scenes together have an almost sexual charge, and McKay's depiction of a prison riot and the subsequent cleanup was good, supervised by Hall, and among the show's best moments. Brian Tallarico of the RogerEbert.com gave the series a 3.5 stars out of 4, commenting its release in the era of national obsession with true crime could lead people to dismiss Blackbird, but the show is worth your time, even if you don't usually buy into the genre. It reminded me more of a rich, character-driven material like The Night of than so many of the ripped from the headlines miniseries of late. It has the weight of some of Lee Hard's best fiction, even though it's also disturbingly true. Daniel Feinberg of The Hollywood Reporter wrote, Blackbird gains a tremendous... Oh god, I lost where I was. Hold on, let me just... there we go. A tremendous amount of gravity from one of Leota's last screen appearances. Leota's death brings additional poignancy to a character who, through failing health and visits his incarcerated son, is dealing with his own morality and legacy. Blackbird is methodic through not as methodic as Mindhunter, in a way that gains power as the show goes along. There's enough good drama here to make that worthwhile. There we go, I finally went through there. Thoughts? Good. Okay, this show was awesome. I really enjoyed my time with the show. I think the performances were fantastic. The intense in these episodes was really intense. And the show was just a fun time to watch. I think the direction of the show was very well done. And same with the acting was amazing from both Taron Egerton and Paul Walter Hauser. I think they do a phenomenal job with catching the feelings of these real life people, because the show is based on a real life story. Anyway, the show is nearly better than The Boys Season 3. Like, that is how much I love the show. I think that the standout for me was Paul Walter Hauser. The way he captures the right feeling of this real life person was just insane, and his acting was phenomenal for me, and yet an amazing show. Bad and disappointing. Okay, for me, there weren't really major problems with the show, but if I had to nitpick a few problems for me, I think the pacing at the start of the show could have been a wee bit better by making it not feel too long for me. And yeah, that was basically it. Final thoughts. Okay, this show is awesome. I love the show. I think that the show's one of the best shows this year for me. I think this is a show everyone should check out because of how amazing the show is in the life of both James Keene and Larry Hall while in prison. I think the show only has a tiny problem for me, nothing major, but overall an amazing show that I really enjoyed, and I cannot wait to rewatch it. My score for Blackbird, I'm going to be giving it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Percentage, I'm going to be giving it a 95%. Grade, I'm be giving it an A-, and out of 10, I'm be giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching my review for Blackbird. Hope you enjoyed it. The web videos on the screen down there, podcast down below. Sorry I haven't been doing podcasts, I've just been really busy, but I promise you, new episode come out this week. And also had a little technical difficulties with my computer. That is getting fixed out. But yeah, we're just gonna leave it at that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.